baseline, catch hedge, over.
Ang problema ana dai, ay ako ana iklaro ka sa atong pang kasi i-admit na siya ba niya ako'y bayad.
Wow, ano yung sinasabi niyo dyan?
Basi ka sa sunod mo pa na lang na klaro mo sa nato ha.
Switch all.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 1. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. With David Aldridge on our sideline, here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. This is Kevin Harlan. You'll see the New Orleans Pelicans taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. Take a look at the Lakers. A 3-game series, and they've definitely got the advantage with 2 games here at home. The question is, can they capitalize?
Kevin, I think it's so important to get off to a good start. You just can't assume because you have the home court advantage you're going to win the series. You still have to play solid basketball.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Favors is out there with Z. Then it's Holiday. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Ingram in the small forward position. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. Davis kicks to James. Over Holiday. Stolen by Holiday. Looking for Ingram. He gets it in there. Ball with it. He's picked up by James. Ingram outside. Goes up with a strike. Good. Ingram's got the game going with his first points of the game for New Orleans.
And you have to love seeing Ingram knock down the mid-range J, a lethal scorer who nails these shots with consistency.
What a beautiful play, and it was great timing. Then the athletic finish by AD.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Butler had it, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now here's Stevens. Misses the three. And Green puts up a deep three, and it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's his first foul. LeBron against Holiday. Over in the corner, Green. 6 on the shot clock. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Caldwell Pope.
Well, this is where LeBron wants to go. Almost unstoppable once he gets the ball in the painted area.
Pass to Williamson. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
A lot of laziness going on out there. Still early in the game, but that needs to get worked out.
Now here's Davis. He can't
bakit?
Ooh, that's the one when you watch the film back, he's going to cringe. He couldn't ask for a better opportunity.
Look how assured Ingram looks pulling up from there. I mean, he either tortures you with his speed to the rim or his jumper if you give him space. Take your pick.
LeBron against Holiday. And Davis gets it to go.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Well, obviously, this is the strategy coming in. Feed him the rock and let him go to work.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. They'll be shooting 2. Pelicans shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. McGee the pass to James. And the rejection by Favors.
The long reach of Favors have a real impact, especially when he leaves the ground quickly in time for blocks.
The Lakers have gone 4 or 5 shooting the ball so far. Earlier, David Aldridge had a chance to speak with head coach Alvin Gentry. D.A., what'd you find out?
Thanks, Kevin. When we talked about his team's game plan coming into the matchup, I addressed the shot blocking and the demoralizing effect that team has. He said that could be a factor psychologically as well as physically. The key for us is to play unselfishly. all they hope and kick the ball to the open man. If we execute our offense well, we'll be fine. Evan?
And David, thank you. What do you think, guys? Smart to center their game plan around the opposing defense?
I kind of feel like you have to. This is an opponent so good at
Oh,
taking away the best weapon on the other side. So you have to be ready to come at them in different ways.
This is always an exhausting opponent to play, so it would be huge for them for some of their bench players to step up and contribute today.
He pulls off the Houdini to big back catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
Stupendous, alley-oop.
Ball against LeBron. Ball dishes to Holiday. To Williamson. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Z's got his second bucket of the night.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
LeBron with it. Now guarded by Ingram. Here's McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Pelicans trail by 3.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Holiday finds Favors. And
Putang ina mo ka
with
naman.
the slam.
Favors using his imposing frame to rock the rim.
Holiday against LeBron. The dish to Davis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know what? You allowed
Naku, puto, mali pang aking substitution.
Right. Oh, nanawag ko nimo, oy, nanawag ko nimo.
Nanawag ko nimo. Sino nimo?
guy to get right to the
Shit!
That's your only option.
First trip to the line for him here.
One of the most productive all-around players in the game. AD has already accomplished a lot individually. Next, winning.
Here's Williamson. He's got 6. Back to ball. Passes to Ingram. Elbow shot is on the way. He hangs in there and pushes in the second chance points.
Nadali,
And this game is tied up now.
Early in this quarter, he's been aggressive and selective with his shots. Tremendous efficiency.
Totoy ka pa, Brown. Totoy Brown.
Can't do anything about it. LeBron gets a step. Next thing you know, he's hanging off the rim.
The Pelicans have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
New Orleans shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And so he hits both.
That's a huge advantage, having a big guy who can shoot free throws like this.
And finished off by LeBron.
The king, timeless, saying, I'm going to keep doing what I do until they catch up with me.
New Orleans has gone 0-2 from deep here. Holiday against Caldwell Pope. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Looking a little tentative on a very makeable shot. And this one was uncontested. And that can't happen. Missing the wide open chip shot.
And Ball slams it in.
Ball finishes with power. Not just going for the layup. Solid and
Ay,
throwing
putang
it
ina.
down deep inside.
Knocked away. LeBron James on the wing. He's covered by Ingram. That one's not going to go.
How much mustard on that hot dog do you really need? I know he's going for the big finish, but he didn't need to do all that.
Here's Williamson. Count that as his fourth basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
You like the aggressiveness, pushing all the right buttons. He has this team rolling.
The
Yung
rebound by
solo.
Holiday.
Oh my God.
This is the ball. Now the pass to Williamson. Back to ball. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. New Orleans on top, up 2. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching
Then,
2K
pinadala
Sports.
yung palpal sila, bro. Man, bakit ganon, tol?
And we welcome
Pagdali
you back
kami.
for a presentation of Game 1. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
You know, sometimes gambling gets you in trouble, but in that first quarter, it was just the opposite.
Hope and LeBron fill out the wings. Howard is out there with Davis, and it's Caruso in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. James kicks to Howard, stolen by Holiday. To the paint. Here's Williamson, and he overshot that one, missing.
Look, that's in his range, but he had a defender
Oh,
right up in his chest.
New Orleans.
Ang ganda mo ng depensa naman. Itutoy ba to?
Leading by 4. In the corner, it's Ingram. Misses the 3.
Wow, and this is his range. Maybe he was too wide open.
Pass to Caruso. James looking around. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Credit the vision of LeBron. Leave even one guy open, he'll find him.
For New Orleans, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Holiday, the pass to Okafor. Mr. Williamson takes it to Ingram.
Oh!
And foul on the shot.
What?
He'll shoot
What
2
is that,
at the
man?
free throw line. And now, let's give you a look at the players who have stood out and taken high percentage shots in the playoffs. Dwight Howard on top. Anthony Davis is second.
And they've both been extremely hot from the floor. Great timing on their part to get it going in the postseason.
So he gets them both.
And Ingram, the former Blue Devil, an extraordinary player who only promises to get better.
Here's LeBron. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul against New Orleans.
All stops the dunk there. The best outcome in a bad situation.
New Orleans making a switch here. Redick is checked in.
You know, the one chink in LeBron's armor, decent but somewhat inconsistent from the free throw line.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have to jump ball.
Hindi pwede mag... Shit!
And so here's New Orleans. Here's Okafor. And that time is going to be the call. So they get the...
Parang yung goaltending yun nga, pati nga. Are you fucking kidding me, man? Wala naman eh. Malayo naman.
Basket there anyway.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Lakers trail by 4. Caruso kicks to LeBron. Goes up and lays it nice and
Easy money.
LeBron's got 10 points in the game.
You've got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
Down low, Ingram.
Oy! Otoy, wag kang mayamor.
Block shots on multiple occasions, and Howard still
Ina mo.
present.
Pinagpalpalan si... Ooh, suabe. Isa. Dalawa.
Down low. And he runs the floor with a purpose that time. Excellent play.
You know what? And a late reaction by the transition defense. Takes it himself uncontested.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
The man has been relentless scoring inside, attacking the rim every chance he gets. Their defense has been powerless to stop him. We'll see what adjustments they make coming out of this timeout.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Ball, the pass to Ingram. Outside, Redick. Here's the 3. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter.
And one.
By Dwight Howard. And that's now 7 points for Anthony Davis.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Redick. No good that time. Excellent D from Howard. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Patay!
Guys in there playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence.
Oy!
What a play by Anthony Davis. You think you can get it over me? Nope, not on my watch.
Not on my watch.
James in the post. He's covered by Ingram. And
Not
James
on my watch.
gets it to go.
And just carrying over from his last.
Nasok na natin si Butitog.
Game completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
And the rejection by James.
He's just gone stone cold this period, and it's bringing the rest of the team down.
And
Ang ina mo, pinalit pa lang si...
foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I mean, LeBron is blessed with every physical advantage.
Woo!
I don't know how you stop him without power. After having no trip to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
Danny Green, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
He's being aggressive, trying to turn around the team's fortune, but he's having a hard time executing.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Pelicans trail by 7. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
The wheels have come off a little bit leading up to this timeout. He is taking some low percentage shots, and it's killing the flow of their offense. More motion, more ball movement, that should lead to better looks for him and for the entire team.
Hard, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. Williamson, the pass to Hart. Outside for Reddick. Connects from three-point range.
You've got to make J.J. Redick a ball handler. He's too lethal as a spot-up threat.
Passes it to James. Shoots over Reddick, and James
Barbecue
gets it to
chicken
go.
joy.
LeBron's got 11 points in the quarter.
How about the quarter he's having? Tremendous execution on the offensive end, helping to further fuel this lead.
Here's Hart. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Howard kicks to Davis. The pass to Caruso. Stolen by Ball. To the inside. And Davis sends it back.
And they're controlling the boards there. That's plus 5 in that category. He just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Hart the pass the ball. Howard against Okafor. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Soft interior defense. You know he's going to be aggressive.
Caruso kicks to James. Down low. And slammed in by Howard.
And Howard has great timing on these alley-oops. As long as the pass is spot on, he's clear for takeoff.
Outside, Reddick. Pass to Okafor. Back to Reddick.
Huli ka, Balbon!
Knocks it off the glass. Wow. 5 on the clock. Inside. Okafor.
Huli ka, Balbon! Napol tuloy si... tangina mo!
There, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yan ang blocks namin. Ang dami-dami, nabito.
It's on LeBron James. New Orleans shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And the Lakers making a change here. Caldwell Pope checked in. And then for New Orleans, Holiday comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Jackson in for Lonzo Ball. Caruso, the pass to Caldwell Pope. And slammed in by Howard.
Phenomenal
I can do
alley-oop
this all
slam
day,
there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Over to the left wing. Here's Holiday. And again, no good by New Orleans. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Outside for Davis. Pass to Caruso. Green dishes to Howard.
Hand one!
Down the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
How about the quarter he's having? Tremendous execution on the offensive end, helping to further fuel this lead.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Derek Favors checked in for New Orleans. Payne comes in for Z.
And Howard may be the most physically imposing player in the game today. His still sets him apart.
The Pelicans have been coming through at the charity strip. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. He hits the second from the line. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the second quarter. Caruso kicks to Caldwell Pope. Passes to Caruso. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. And then an LU jam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Holiday again. They looking around. 5 to shoot. Jackson misses.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Caruso, guarded by Jackson. No one near him.
Woo!
And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Now here is Holiday.
Ay, putang ina mo.
Foul, a chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Dwight Howard.
And the focus of Favors calmly taking the hit and finishing the basket off.
Gets it off. And that one released in time, but no.
But no good. LeBron James.
And so it's...
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Alvin Gentry. Coach, you guys struggled in the first half. What will be your...
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Taking a look at the Lakers. Boy, have they ever started this series off on the right foot. They've thrown down the gauntlet here in Game 1 with their intensity and effectiveness on both ends of the floor. Now, they've got a little bit of an intimidation factor going into the second half. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq. That about wraps it.
And thanks for joining us again as we get set to continue our broadcast of the Western Conference semifinals. It's been a clinic out there by James.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, you like to run more doubles at him, but the risk there is opens up things for everybody else.
On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. We've got Lonzo Ball. Ingram is out there with Z. Then there's Favors. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position.
Love the agility of Favors to roll hard to the rim after the screen. They count on him to handle that.
James finds Green. LeBron against Howard. Back to James. Inside. Caldwell Pope. Ingram with the steal.
Patay.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Davis. Goes up. And it's Davis with the jam.
Pinodouble team na
To
ko.
be able to turn some people over. AD aggressive. Finds a way to get them in transition.
The pass to Ingram. Back to Ball. Another one falls for New Orleans. LeBron with it. 17 points in the game. He dishes it to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And Howard's still a forceful finisher around the rim.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Ball kicks to Ingram. Back to Ball. That one, no good. AT that time from James. Davis, the pass to James. They kick it out to Green. Shoots over Ingram. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Let's take this chance now to show you the
I
list
knew
of the
it.
postseason scoring leaders. LeBron James second.
And he's taken off on a
Ito, Derrick
tremendous
Rose
scoring
eh.
streak at the perfect time. I mean, obviously, he's established himself as a premier
Bobo
playoff
talaga
performer.
shooter ko.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And look, you never want to see a team gut you this way. Really a good timeout.
Some of this is just a matter of toughness, a willingness to play physical inside, something we're not seeing.
Now here is Holiday to the middle, and Derek Favors with the slam.
Yeah, and Ball, a transcendent talent, I think, has a real skill for finding his teammates when they have those good looks at the rim.
Holiday against James.
Hand
Two free
one!
throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This is his third trip to the free throw line. And the first one drops. He's perfect from the line this time. Pelicans trail by 13. Here's Favors.
Oh,
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. James outside. Outside, Davis. Pelicans with the rebound. Here's Williamson. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. 14 points for Z.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
No one near James as he lets it go. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Holiday surveying the floor. New Orleans moving the ball. And that one's good by Favors.
Now we can say it. He's a completely different shooter this half. Much more confidence, much more success.
And it's James missing. Pelicans trail by 6. Ingram wide open. And the 3 off target.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
You know what? At some point, you have to decide. Do you keep pushing the issue, or do you focus on setting up others?
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
That was just a textbook pick that allowed him room, and he took advantage of it.
Now here's Favors. He's got 13.
Ano nga,
Even
Pasko?
without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Holiday against James. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And once LeBron gets the ball in the painted...
Ang ano, injured yata si Lebron.
area, the force he plays with, is hard not to foul him.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game. And the Lakers making a change here. Caruso's checked in. J.J. Redick's checked in for New Orleans. Cleans it up off the glass. Ball's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And James pulls it down.
Crazy to think about how many seasons LeBron's played and how many nights we've seen him do this.
Pelicans trail by 9. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
He sends it to
Ingram.
Ingram.
And this is how you fire up your teammates. LeBron with a 10 on that one.
And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Habit, unleashing a little bit of chaos. And Redick kicks the ball. Shot clock at 6. And there's Redick. That's good on the assist by Ball. 6 points for J.J. Redick.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Caldwell Pope with it, outguarded by Ingram. And slammed in by Howard.
And when Howard gets it going, watch out. It's scary to see him dominate like this.
Pelicans trail by 8. And it's sent in by Howard. Pings in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Howard's got 17.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Feeds it to Favors. A slam dunk by Favors.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. LeBron can't get it to go.
Boy, he loves that mid-range jumper. Just fails to create enough room to operate.
Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And the free throw stats there, 6 of 8 shooting, so 75% so far. Adrian Baines checked in for New Orleans. That one is no good. The feed the ball. A steal. Now the Lakers on the break. Pass to Davis. Banked in off the glass. 15 points in the game.
AD has improved the outside shot, but what you love even more is his dominance in the paint.
And here's Ingram from the arc. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Coming out of the break, they relied on their perimeter offense to generate points.
And
That
bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
New Orleans making a switch here. Hart's checked in. 30 seconds left to play in the third. Mr. Williamson. He kicks the ball. This one for 3. The Lakers with the rebound. Howard's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. LeBron dishes to Davis. Passes it to LeBron. He got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming. And now we have a moment to reveal. Our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups pretty soon. Peter rate for the 4th quarter. Taking a look at the Lakers. They've got Howard. Anthony Davis is out there with LeBron James. And it's Green. And it's Caruso in at the point. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Tough. He's just so hard to keep off the foul line when he pushes the action. I love his activity here in the second half.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Willing to do whatever it takes to win, LeBron sacrificed his body on a nightly basis.
Hart the pass to Ingram. It's stolen by Davis. Howard against Okafor. They kick it out to Green. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard.
I love the elevation Danny Green gets on his jumper. Makes him tough to defend from distance.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. And here's Ingram from the arc. Drills it from outside.
Ganda na yun ang zone ko. Yung pala, naanawang pala ako doon. Yun.
And that's from beyond, guys. Right back at you.
This is looking more like an all-star game right now. Everyone launching from range.
Over in the corner, Green. Payne grabs the board. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. A 12-point game. It's shot back by Howard. And they'll keep possession. And the shot goes down.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
And they call an illegal screen here.
That's just his first turnover of the night, but a steady, efficient game he's played thus far.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
That's the modern-day NBA. Complain about the call and hope the next one goes your way.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Holiday's checked in. Lakers leading by 10. Here's James. He feeds it to Howard. Kicks it out to LeBron. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Holiday. And a kind roll that time off the rim.
Bitch ass nigga.
32 points for LeBron.
He's in control when it matters, giving them a tremendous advantage right here.
A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. And the lead is down inside single digits.
So often Drew creates with the ball in his hands. This time the play is created for him.
James kicks to Caruso. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Okafor. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the ball. Will go to the line. That's on Dwight Howard.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Derek Favors checked in for Adrian Payne. James finds Green. Now here's LeBron. T right on him. Can't hit from 12.
Nice move inside. Has the defender beat. Just fails to finish.
Jackson has the open look. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
If you try to keep the defense honest, that's the one you really have to make.
To the right side. Caruso, the pass to James. Okafor with the steal. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. New Orleans making some changes here. Z comes in for Okafor. And Ball sub in for Frank Jackson. Here's Caruso. Kicks it to LeBron. And James pulls it down.
Really fast, especially right there. Finding that angle and then going hard to the rim.
Pelicans trail by 10. Ball the pass to Holiday. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Ball with the bucket.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
To the inside. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Just out for a three-point play. They get Derek Favors.
You see the strength, the explosiveness of Danny Green. He's not just an outside shooter, folks.
New Orleans has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Here's Williamson. He started by Davis. 6 to shoot. Shot from 12. And that one goes on.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
The pass to Caruso. Back to Davis. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And now it's an 11-point Laker lead.
He's in that AD rhythm. Defensively, you need to try and deny him the ball. He's too hot.
Now,
Sila yung kawawa na naman yung
Timeout called by New Orleans.
Yeah, I mean, just wants to make sure everybody's on the same page here going forward.
You know, sometimes the best way to approach it, let your guys know what they're doing well and give them one or two things that they could have done better.
Ingram, he's checked in for New Orleans. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey guys, I got a chance to find out what Alvin Gentry talked about with his players. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we got to make the move now. We're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Evan?
Thanks, David. James finds Howard. Great D that time from Favors.
That's just two tough competitors meeting right at the rim. Someone, in my opinion, had to lose.
Man, he runs the floor with a purpose that time. Excellent play.
You know what? And a late reaction by the transition D takes it himself uncontested.
Green left side. Howard, the pass to Caruso. Outside, Green. Lets it go with a three. Launches a three. And it's Davis missing. Pelicans trail by 9. Here's Williamson. And falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 6 assists here tonight.
Still doing his part, but it hasn't been enough. They need some kind of spark.
We've got 1:23 left here in the fourth quarter. Out to Favors. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Favors has got 14 points now in the second half.
The killer instinct of Favors. This man takes no prisoners when the game is on the line.
Caruso, the pass to Davis, and the shot goes in. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
And he's doing it efficiently, taking makeable shots. That's led to a high percentage from the field.
Here's Howard.
Wait, don't you Howard hindi tumakbo?
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Tipped away. Williamson, the pass to Ingram. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
And Ingram is always ready to score in clutch situations. A guy you can depend on to give you his best.
30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they go to the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Not gonna miss that one.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're down by 8. 29 seconds left in the fourth. Holiday, the pass the ball. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle sweat. Chance at the line for one more.
And how about the confidence with which Ball plays? I mean, he just seems so much more comfortable taking and making those big shots. This guy is a flat-out winner.
And he commits the intentional foul. He cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. He's able to hit the second one, and that.
Dumi kong sinulang free throw. 11 out of 16. Lima
Increases their lead to 6. And it's the Pelicans with the ball.
And whatever play they run has to be quick.
And with time working against them, even if they make it, they need to foul right away. The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest.
19 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try to extend the game.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. And both at the line. It's a 6-point ball game.
Nice job at the line to expand the lead.
And so it's New Orleans with it. It's stolen by Green. And an intentional foul right there. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Outside Jackson for three. Knocks down the three.
And you can see where they're attacking here in the fourth, strictly from the perimeter.
You know, plenty of teams, they try their strategy. Works when you're hot, or works against you when you're not.
First free throw.
Hindi ka tumulog. Hindi ka tumulog ka. Hindi ka tumulog. Okay, walang laro.
That increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 7-point game.
Anong ginagawa ng baby namin?
Holiday with the
Nakaka na
three
boy.
off line.
Coming after like a pit bull, Danny will get in your shirt and stop you cold.
And so Los Angeles takes the win. A big playoff win for them. But what isn't, Greg, big in the postseason, huh?
Great point. I really just love the composure with which they played tonight. It's easy to get too keyed up for postseason basketball, but they kept their heads and just went about the business of winning.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, were you satisfied with the team's performance tonight?
We got a very good team, but in order for us to continue to improve, we have to go out and we have to defend, we have to play for one another, and we have to be selfish. You know, it's not about the individual, it's about the team, and if we all give in to what the team needs to do to be better, then we'll be okay.
It is a work in progress, LeBron. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. It's time for us to say goodbye, and we hope you've enjoyed our second-round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.
Bang.
We'll see you next time.
Bumabante ni Ronald Boy Toward. Ano ba yan, boy?